All right, we are here with Rob Zombie, director of Halloween 2, songwriter, musician. You got lots of names. You're like a modern day Renaissance man. Yeah, it's awesome. So now tell us about Halloween 2.
Halloween 2. Well, it picks up moments after the first Halloween ended, and it continues on. It's really a story about all the people from the first movie whose lives are now so damaged and messed up, and just continues their downward spiral into darkness and despair.
Darkness and despair. Awesome. Now, now you just finished editing like very recently, right?
Yeah, we wrapped up the movie literally like 2 days ago. We were like pushing it to the absolute last second, and we finished when they said we have to start making prints to ship them to theaters or we're not going to make the deadline. So we worked till the last possible second, which drives everyone crazy.
Wow. Now I heard the first cut of the film was kind of lengthy. I mean, how did you have to cut a lot? I mean, was it upsetting or?
No, I mean the first cut of the film, I kind of put that online as a joke.
Oh,
it was
okay.
4 hours long, but every first cut of every movie is 4 hours long because you put everything in the kitchen sink in there, and easily you can chop an hour out of it. It's an hour worth of crap. We got it down pretty tight. I don't remember what the actual running time is, but we got it. I think movies. I like movies being around 2 hours, a little less. When they start stretching past that. Unless there's some epic movie that really warrants it, sometimes it gets a little long for me.
Gotcha. Now the next thing you've got coming out is you have El Super Beasto. Can you tell us a little about that? That's going to be animated,
Yes,
correct?
The Haunted World of El Super Beasto, which is an animated movie that I've been working on that for many years, and will come out September 22nd, along with the fun El Super Beasto action figures, which will be on the wall behind us, hopefully.
Awesome. Awesome. Now where do you go from there? I mean, I know Tyrannosaurus Rex was kind of up in the air for a while. What's happening with that?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing at the moment. I mean, really what I'm trying to do is just finishing H2 and finishing Super Beasto, and then I have a record coming out in November, so I'm going to hit the road for that. And then once I tour for a while, I'll suss out what's next while I'm on tour.
Yeah.
Hopefully Tyrannosaurus Rex, maybe something else. The funny thing is something totally unexpected always comes up that I never imagined, so.
That's cool. Now the new album hits in November. I mean, it's been a while since you've gone back to music. I mean, was it yearning? Did you need to do something you really had?
Yeah, I mean, I what I usually try to do is movie album, and I think it's been, actually I don't know how long it's been. I had a record come out right after Halloween, so it's been like 2 years, I guess.
Okay.
So it's not too long.
All right. Now I'm sure a lot of studios and producers are throwing things at you for remakes and whatnot. Is there any franchise out there that you really want to have a crack at?
No, I mean, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do next, but after doing 2 Halloween movies, I'm not really looking to do anything else involved in a franchise or a remake. Although, realistically, that's getting harder and harder these days since every single project I get offered is a remake of something. So it gets pretty hard.
Yeah. You've dabbled in comics and stuff like that. Is there anything? Are you still reading stuff? And I mean, we're in a comic shop. We might as well talk about it. Are you reading comics? Is there anything out there that kind of catches your eye? Anything you'd like? You know what? That'd be kind of cool to do at some point, maybe.
No.
No.
I mean, not because there's not something cool out there. I really just do not ever have time to read comics anymore. I haven't read them in a long time. I started reading comics like in the 70s, like a maniac, and all through the years. And my interest kind of goes up and down, but I have no idea what's going on in the world of comics right now. So they could be the greatest things ever happening, and I'm oblivious to it.
Yeah. Now, last question. The soundtrack for Halloween 2. I looked at the tracks. I mean, you collaborating all these different artists together. You've been on that side of the scale. Was it different for you? I mean, kind of putting everyone together. You got a couple friends, couple people that you've worked with before doing stuff. What was that like? Is it a different experience for you? I know you worked on the first soundtrack, and of course with House and
yeah. I always make myself music supervisor because I always know what I want out of the music, and so it makes sense rather than hiring another person and just having them do what I'm going to end up doing anyway. So the soundtrack is always an eclectic mix of songs. Whatever songs that I like that feel appropriate to the movie. I mean, the artists don't necessarily match very well. I mean, there's like Moody Blues, and then there'll be this DC hardcore band Void from the 80s, which is like the noisiest, craziest band ever. I mean, but it's kind of funny putting together these acts that really don't match Rod Stewart and Bad Brains or whatever.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Well, Rob Zombie, I appreciate it. Halloween 2 hits theaters this week.